Hey guys, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. So a little over a year ago, I installed a security camera on the RV. It's a Reolink, it's called an Argus 3 Pro. And it's actually got a little solar panel up on the roof. It's performed very well. I'm actually really impressed with the picture quality on it, and also its tracking of people. It's able to come on and track people. It has all sorts of features in it, such as a spotlight. You can set different zones for zones you want to ignore. All the the usual security camera features. Also has an app, so you can view the footage on your phone. It also has a PC desktop app, which is kind of nice. Put it on a nice big screen on the laptop, so you can get alerts on your phone if anybody gets into the field of view, tell you there's somebody there. I have it set to record up to 30 seconds each time there's movement. And one really killer feature I like is you can set it to do time lapse, which really helps with getting footage for my videos. I'll set it for a nice sunset time lapse. And I used it on the boat quite often for that, and getting a boating video of the back of the boat. So it's been in the weather for a year. It's been on the RV probably about 8 months outside, and then on the boat all 4 months we were out at sea. So it seems to be able to handle the weather quite well. As far as the solar panel, it'll keep it fully charged pretty well 95% of the time. I had some issues when I was in BC. We're under a lot of trees there in the fall, and it's very, very cloudy and rainy, so there was a few times I had to pull it off and plug it in and recharge it, but a charge will last quite long. It doesn't use too much power at all. So about a month or so ago, Reolink contacted me once again and asked if I'd like to test and review their newer model, which is the Argus 4 Pro. And the big difference with this one is it has dual cameras, as you can see, and so it has a nice 180-degree field of view, which would be pretty cool for monitoring behind the RV. And I could also utilize it on the boat, maybe have a forward-facing camera as well. Anyway, I'm going to install that today and give you a quick demo, and then I'll come back in maybe a month or so after using it in the desert and get some footage for you, and we'll see how it performs. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. I've had good luck with this brand's products. They also sent another solar panel for me to use, so I can use that to keep it fully charged, and then some mounting hardware so you can mount it against a wall or mount it flat, and there's a nice adjustment ball there, and some other types if you want to mount it on a tree or something like that. It's kind of cool for I think for wildlife, capturing wildlife. That's what I wanted to put it on the back of the RV here. I think this one I'm going to attach up on my ladder. I'm going to attach it to the back of the pole on the back of the ladder, and that should give me a 180-degree field of view of what happens behind the RV. Also be good for capturing sunsets and sunrises and cloud formations with the time-lapse video. So under this flap here we have the power and a slot for a micro SD card for the recordings. Right there. And then back here is the USB power port. Plug the solar panel in, or if you're charging it via a USB power outlet, you can do that as well. You can see here they include a USB cable, and then there's the solar power cable that will plug in. For solar power mounting, they have this doodad here, some other stuff, but what I've been doing is mounting it flat on my rubber roof, and I just put a lot of sealant underneath, sort of like goop, and I goop it down. That's what I did with the last one. Holds firm. Okay, so I got it attached to the ladder. Just ran some screws to there, drilled a hole and ran some screws into there and attached it. And then the solar panel, I just have to use some self-leveling lap sealant, and I'm going to put a big blob of it there and put it down there. And so I've run the cable through, and now it wants me to scan a QR code. Oh yeah, there it is at the back. As soon as I plugged the solar panel in, it started talking to me. So I'll scan the QR code so we can get it working on my phone app. Okay, so I laid down some lap sealant under that, and I've wound the cord down. I'll be able to tidy that up later. Just wanted to get it functional so we can get a look at what the picture looks like. Okay, so I tidied up the wiring a bit, wound it up and attached it to my ladder, and then wound it around the ladder, and then it goes down over to the solar panel. And the lap sealant set up quite nicely. That's on there super firm, not coming off, but if I do want to get it off, it's really easy. And just cut through that lap sealant and it'll peel right off. There we are there. Give me a nice view behind the rig. Also got it set up so I can stand on my bumper and unscrew it and take it off when we travel. Just because the back of the RV bounces a lot, and it's actually a fairly weighty unit with the dual cameras and the battery. So I don't really want to leave it there while I travel. The other one I've left for about 1.5 years and it's no problem. It's a lot lighter weight, and the front of the RV doesn't bounce very much because it's connected right to the truck, so I just leave it while we travel. Okay, so we'll go in and give you a look at things. We're in a fairly busy little parking lot here, so we'll get lots of cars and people walking by. Maybe give you an idea what it looks like. And I've got some footage from the last place to show you too. And we'll also go through the app and the desktop app. Okay, here we go. So here's my two cameras. You can see Reolink Argus 3 Pro, Argus 4 Pro, RV Cam. You can name them whatever you want. So let's just go to this one here. There we go. So that's looking out the back view, and that's the 180-degree view with the dual camera. And then we'll just connect this one, which is my side camera. We can click to it, and we can see the side view here. Go back to this one. Let's go through the features. You can see that it's plugged into solar, I guess. There's the Wi-Fi and the battery amount. Click this little gear icon, and that will get us into the settings. And you can show where you want things to be. Camera name, bottom right, date and time, bottom left, whether you want the Reolink watermark on or not. Any flicker, I guess if you're under fluorescent lights or something, you might change the frequency so that they don't interfere. Privacy mask, because you can put things that you don't want to show up in the footage. And then advanced, we have all the color settings, black and white, and color switching threshold. So at night, it can go into, if it doesn't have enough light, it can go into a infrared view at night. Color day mode, color night mode, image stitching. So that's for when you have the two cameras, you can just align them exactly so they match up. A little bit of fine tuning there. Mine looks pretty good right out of the box. Here's the stream, the different streams. So you can see high is called clear, and that's full resolution. And then low is a lower resolution for kind of streaming. If you're going to connect to this from your phone, say you're somewhere else and you want to check on your cameras or an alert goes off, you can use a lower resolution so that you have more bandwidth to play with and more likely to get a good solid connection. Alarm settings, so you get your motion detection. Motion mark Beta, when clear mode is selected, detect moving objects will be marked. Okay, I guess it puts a box around them or something. Sensitivity, you got person, vehicle, or animal, and you can adjust each of those. Object size, same, you can go into fine-tune person, vehicle, or animal, fine-tune the size of it. Non-detection zone, so you can have it so it doesn't alarm to certain zones. And under each of those, vehicle, person, animal, I guess others. Let's go back. Battery here, so this is telling me, you know, how much is remaining in my battery. Right now it's charging, it's solar. And yeah, like I say, if you have a decent amount of sun, doesn't take too much sun every day to keep it fully charged up. Light, spotlight. So here you can have different modes. So at night, if it gets, someone walks into it or a vehicle goes by, the spotlight will come on, so you can have more of a color picture and a better resolution mode. So you can have that off or auto mode. I'll just click that off because I'm in a parking lot. Sounds, you can record audio. It has a tiny little mic on it. Doesn't do the greatest audio. You can also talk back and forth, even over the internet. You know, if the alarm goes off, you could actually talk through it, just kind of like those doorbell cameras. And the volume adjust as well. Info, all the info, build and firmware, that sort of thing. And surveillance mode, you got recordings, overwrite the oldest file. Post motion record. So I keep mine at 30 seconds just to, you know, see what goes on. You go 8 seconds, 15 seconds. And you can also schedule things. You can have it email you. Put your email settings in there and you can email alerts or file transfer protocols. So you could have things be loaded onto a server in your home. I guess that's if someone's going to take your camera that has the recording part in it. I guess this will upload events for you, so even if someone takes the camera, you would still have the footage. Siren, you can turn that on and off, so if someone comes in there, a siren will alarm them. And then there's push notifications as well. Not too sure what that is. Network. So that's Osprey. That's our Wi-Fi system. We're running a Starlink, and it's just called Osprey. So I've connected to that. Storage. Right now, I just have a 32 gigabyte card. I think you can go up to maybe 128 gigabytes or 256. I'll have to check on that. And then we go system. Share device. You can share device with up to 10 users, so they can have it on their app. And then login settings for logging into the camera to look at stuff. Okay, that's about it. That's all your settings. Go back to this main cam again. And down along here you can talk right there. So you click start talking if you want to talk to the person outside. This is the cool feature that I like, is time lapse. So you can go in there and create a time lapse, moving clouds, sunrise, sunset, construction, blooming, animal, crops, and customize. So you set different amount of times in there, and depending on how big your card is, if you have a fairly large card, you can do a 4 or 5 hour time lapse. And if it's something to do with construction, say, it could go even days. We have the audio alarm, floodlight. You can record a video. You can see up here it's recording. And you can also, it'll save it to your computer. Also, you can take a photo and it'll save to the computer. And then here's to change the stream. There's fluent, which is a little low resolution, or clear, which is the higher resolution. Let's just go to playback for you so you can see what it looks like. Some stuff that's been recorded. Don't see anything there so far. Oh yeah, here comes a car, so it must have recorded. Oh no, there's me. And it also recorded a car over here. So we'll finish this video up with some footage that I took and a look at the app in action. Also go through the main features for you. We've got 4K resolution, provides clear and detailed footage with a resolution of 5,120 by 3,840 pixels at 15 frames per second. 180 ultra-wide field of view. Dual 4mm lenses offer a panoramic view covering a wide area with minimal blind spots. ColorX night vision, true full color night vision with a f 1.0 aperture lens and a 1.1 over 1.8 CMOS sensor. Smart motion detection can distinguish between people, vehicles, and animals, reducing false alarms. Dual band Wi-Fi 6 for its wireless connectivity. IP66 weatherproof rating, suitable for outdoor installation. So I haven't had any issue with the other one. Battery powered with solar panel support. Local storage options, supports micro SD cards. And hub integration for storing footage and cross-camera tracking. Two-way audio, built-in microphone and speakers. Customizable motion zones and privacy masks. So yeah, I'll use this for a month or so out in the desert, collect some footage, some time lapses and that. We'll kind of give it a test, see if it's as good as the other one I've been using. Then I'll come back with a second video and give you my thoughts, likes and dislikes. Also, right now, they wanted me to get this video out in time for their Black Friday promotions. I guess the big sales are on right now, so they wanted me to produce a video right now. So that's up to you. I'll leave links in the description if you want to see more detail on the camera and what the good pricing is right now. Till next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Thanks for watching, folks. Cheers, guys.